Hi everybody, I'm Laurie from Laurie's Mechanical Marvels, and welcome to the Monday Club.
It's Monday, it's 7th, and the Bronx are fueled. It's time for the Monday Club, featuring your host, Jennifer Kirk, with the help of Stubborn Monkey and a wizard called Gandalf. Featuring the sounds of the Glassite Symphony Orchestra and the musical stylings of Gordon the Music Maestro. Let's get ready to loco!
Hello and welcome to another episode of the Monday Club here from the Retrovator. I'm Zoe Kirk Robinson, standing in for Jenny Kirk, and today we're hoping to have a call-in show. That would be rather nice, providing the technology works, of course. Jerry BVR says, I suppose we should have seen this coming. Zoe is getting fond of the big chair. No. My nice big chair is in the Retrovator. I work on retro gaming. I'm stepping in for Jen because she is today on a secret mission. She's not taking 20 tons of turnips to Tesco. She is instead going down to deepest, darkest Devon to deliver some stuffs. Yes, she won't tell me what stuffs, but she's delivering stuffs. Tonight's beverage of choice is the Lipton's Peach Iced Tea, which is always delicious. And let's see who is in the chat. So, who've we got? Let me scroll. Oh, come on, scroll the... There we go. We have Flammer Chairman 1, always a pleasure. Ham Shackleton, Zantek, Sarah Davis, and Paul Higgins. Do we have anyone else? Ian White as well, hello there. And then later on we have a few more people join in. Richard Swiderski, always a pleasure. And we have a few other people as well. Leslie Gilpin, Mousehole Rail, Patrick Lang. If I haven't said your name yet, it's because I haven't found you in the list. I do apologise, but you are, of course, welcome as well. Hello, Train Kids, etc. And I think that's everyone that's talking at the moment until we scroll further down. Robert Davies, how are you doing? Krista Duke as well, hello there. Tim Davis as well. Ryan Tune, hello there. Smallwood Junction, Jerry BVR, as I've already mentioned. Simon Trains, Model Railway, Showcase. And Call Me Snake. I can't do the voice. Call Me Snake. I could do a Sean Connery accent. Call me Snake. So yes, there we go. Delivering something for Devon. Who's Devon? She's going down to a film shoot somewhere in Cornwall, and all I could remember that was in Cornwall was Devon. I don't actually know where she's going. Hello, Iron Horse as well. I tried to call you for a call-in show, and then for some... My goodness, this looks like I'm pouring pee. It looks like I've poured a thing of pee. Good pee. It's iced tea. I did try to call Iron Horse and it didn't work, and I was very upset. I will try again, but it will have to go through a different means. Because, as we all know, Orbs loves to grab control of everything. So, lights, cameras, and action, and all of that. It goes for the cameras, it goes for the microphone, it grabs them, and it won't let go. So, trying to get anything else to work is a bit of a bugger, really. On the pastry run, I guess. So, hello to everyone who's in the chat. My goodness, it's so warm in here. You are going to hear a lot of this in the background. All the fans are going, and it is hugely problematic here. So, I'm going to try and get some people. You have very funny ideas of pee. It was a joke. It's not really pee. It's very... If it was, I'd be go to the hospital immediately because it's got kind of dark. Peach iced tea. Lovely. So we're going to be trying to do call-ins tonight, but we'll see how it goes because things haven't really worked out so far. So I'm going to now bring up... Excellent beverage choice, Zoe. I'm drinking some home-brewed sweet tea right now, says Chialis Valley Railway Productions. I don't know your name. Are you new to the channel? It's good to see you if you are. So, shall we start with the news, guys? Is Jennifer visiting the wonderful, stunning Dawlish? I have no idea. She's doing something for a film crew. It's a last-minute job. She's been like, "Can you come in?" And Jen was like, "Yeah, all right." And she did it in that voice as well. Let's jump over this. Boing. What am I doing with my life? With the silly... Oh, dear. Nick at Bleshton High Level says, Zoe, let's talk about Z-Gauge. Is there a subject for the call-in? There would be. I was going to talk about the news or anything else we'd like to do, but I was toying earlier on with Jen with the idea of what if we did a call-in on does size matter? Is a bigger gauge better? Just so we could have does size matter in the title. Let's try this. I'm going to bring up on the screeny weenie a load of the news. So let's have a look at the news. Take care, Alan. Thanks for coming along. Zebedee's boing. Yes. Time for bed, said Zebedee. Boing. So, what is the first thing that we get? Oh, it is something from Ellis Clark Trains. Well. Okay. We've got a small amount of brand new Darsteed well wagons back in stock. Oh, so that's what those are. That's what I tried to put the thing here, the Maersk rainbow thing on the other day in one of Jen's videos. It's not the size that counts, it's what you do with it. Yes, we always tell people that, but is it true? And then, so that's Ellis Clark. I've got some war wells in, which is nice. Or well wagons, or whatever they are. Who's this? Daypol have got O-Gauge LSWR B4s in, which is nice. They look quite nice. They've got an interesting look to them. I like the really high stovepipe hats. No, they're not really. What's this? Model Janus Vax Magazinet. Now the website mjmagazinet.se is updated with information about number 53 in the new sweep it from number 53. Okay. That isn't it. I love this style of thingy here. Let me try and bring it up further. Bring it up bigger. I love that. They're cute. I like that sort of thing. I can hardly read any of this. It's like I pick out the occasional thing in the comments in Swedish, but yeah, I speak a little bit of Norwegian. No Swedish. They are slightly mutually comprehensible, but not entirely. Oh, I do like that sweet tea. Sarah Davis says, I've got a joke about size, but it's not for a family-friendly audience. Okay. Akira Scale's got its next three Class 37s in, which look pretty nice. So that's nice. Also now in stock are the DCC decoders, which is always very nice. What else we got? The answer is Daypol. We've got some Daypols. The O-Gauge 24-ton ore hoppers are here, apparently. Oh, actually, no, that's just the news about it. Let's have a look. Are they here, or are they actually doing an announcement? I don't know. Oh. Reminds me of some Austrian 1980s look. But yes, it does. Yay! Facebook doesn't want to bring it up. For goodness sake, Facebook, why are you so crap at everything you do? Facebook sucks, man. It really does. Yeah, Facebook just does not want to give me this site after I click the link. Oh no, it's jumped over to Daypon now. It's just not loading. That is lovely. There we go. So there, there we are. That's what the news is. Just that. Press stop. Oh, there. Oh my goodness. When I stop it, it's here. So, this is an announcement for 24-ton ore hoppers and O-Gauge. So size does matter. Oh my goodness. So that looks pretty nice. Got a fair bit of detail. Interesting use of metal for the steps. Yeah, that's nice. They're going to be interesting. I look forward to... Oh, I like these ones with the giant writing on. Richard Thomas. Redburn Works. There we go. Recommended retail price for them is 70 quid. O-Gauge has come down in price quite a bit these days. That's interesting. They have some... N-Gage Class 67s and decorated samples. Did we say this already? Now, they look nice. I do like the N-Gage. It's got a bit of detail. I like it. I really like it. Oh, yes. So, what else is in the news? Here we go. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. We've got a link to TMC, the Model Centre. Okay. Apparently it now offers a complete international mail order service. Very nice. What's this from the Hornby, the engine shed? Oh. It's just a brand new episode of their show. Okay, fair enough. And the thing that caused all of those complaints a couple of weeks ago, the rainbow container. I have to see what the... I'm sorry, guys. I have to. I need to poke the hornet's nest and see what the comments are on this, because you know there's going to be one or two people. And Jenny would not allow me to do this if she was here, because she wants us to stay out of cause and trouble. But I need to see whether they just targeted her or whether they targeted Rails as well. So I need to know this, because anyone that comes after my wife, I do go for them. They do look great. They fit Warwells. Oh, look! Just in time for Pervert Awareness Month from Victor Mildew. Someone who didn't even have the courage to put their own name on. So there you go. There you are. Just the one that got through. Oh, Steve Baxter says why. Okay. Because it's a real livery. It's a real life livery. That's why. It's a real life livery. Why wouldn't you have a copy of it so that people can run it on their own stuff? There you go. Would love those in N, says James Hannon. Yeah, I'd love one in N as well. That'd be nice. Yeah, Rainbow LGT wagon from Maersk. It doesn't even have to be LGBT. The fact is, it's a real wagon. Maersk had some wagons painted in that livery, so making a model of it is a no-brainer, surely. So a few people have said, set shields to maximum. We're heading to the comments. Thank you, Iron Horse. Walter Hope Valley Railway Enthusiast says, don't like the rainbow container, same as the Pendolino, not for me. If it's not for you, then it's not for you. That's perfectly fine. This is what I've always said, guys. I will never say you have to do X, Y, and Z, or you don't have to do, or you shouldn't do X, Y, and Z. It's just, if you like something, go for it. If you don't, don't. That's perfectly fine. It's the people that decide to try and go all in with rah, 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 rah. I'm against X, Y, and Z, so you can't have it. That's where I have a problem. If you don't want something, don't get it. Perfectly fine. But if you say, I don't want something so you can't get it, that's a different matter. That's when we have trouble. So, now that I've said that, let's move on. So David says, don't know the Melodrews of the world. It makes it easier to block them when they show their obvious stupidity and bigotry. That is true. Interesting that Facebook haven't deleted comments like that. They used to delete them pretty efficiently, at least in English. Yeah, Dongit's Facebook has gone downhill massively. It's gone downhill massively over the last few years. They simply cannot keep up with the massive amount of issues that are going on. So attacks left, right and centre, from the left, right and centre, they just can't keep up anymore. So things get through. Zantec has a good point there. During the pandemic, support the NHS was also a rainbow. Yes, it was. So there you go. The bridge looks good. Yes, that was the next thing that was going to come up in this. New in, wooden bridge to go on your layout from Golden Valley Hobbies. That looks amazing. That's seriously, the texturing on it. Oh, look at that. You can see the grain on the wood and oh, these are lovely. $14.75 for a bridge. Might be a little bit pricey, but for what you're getting, yeah, I'm not going to say no to that. That is lovely. That is lovely. Would like to see them in 00 scale, small container. Yeah, that'd be nice. I forgot what I was going to say. I've forgotten what I was going to say. I had a really witty comment, and then my brain went, nope. And it just ran away. Okay, so now we're up to, what is that? Was that Friday's? I am just completely off. J. Paul Anderson says people should be allowed to say ugly stuff. It's called a free society. the thing about that is that freedom of speech is not freedom from consequences. So anyone can say something bad, but everyone else can show them the door. And you've got to remember also that Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, even the comments section of your local newspaper or whatever, they are not public areas. They're private concerns, and their rules have to apply. It's like my house, my rules. Well, you're in their house when you're on that sort of site. So there you go. Train Kid says, if you're going to take issue with the rainbow container, why not the World War II German locos replete with swastikas? If displaying politics on models is bad. To be honest with you, I'd be very happy to not see any swastikas because I don't like the idea of having them on locomotives. But I understand that if you're doing a World War II era thing, you're going to have some about, because that's kind of what happened. Take care, Ben Tullett. Thanks for coming along. Krista Duke has a good question there. What glue do you use for the Metcalf card kits? I use rocket glue, and I cannot remember who makes it, but it's a good rocket glue. I would show you it, but it's in the other room at the moment. So there we go. We'll do have a call in a moment, but it's still getting through the news at the moment. Steam Locos and Profile. That's Steam Locos and Profile. Where do I? Is that Chris Eden Green? Who's coming on the channel next week? Yeah. Dongit says that livery would literally be illegal in Germany. Yes, it would, and for good reason. This is next up. Westall Wagon Works have got new release overbridge smoke deflectors. Oh, that's that bit there. Little smoky deflecties. Nice. That's actually rather good. Yeah, I like that. And then Mark Wilson turns up with his time machine, saying, "Oh, you could have saved me a job." He's made his own. Although I think we all know that actually he's just gone back in time and taken a photo of the real thing. So yes, Rocket is a Woodland Scenics product. There you go. So Woodland Scenics says Rocket card glue. Love that stuff. Works incredibly well. Iron Horse says it's not the fact that you have them, it's the reason you have them. Yes, there has to be that as well. Everything has to be taken in context. Then we're up to Johannesvags Magazine again. There's last week's thing with the train news. So we haven't got a huge amount of news today, but we will, if we can, be having some phone-ins. So we've had a lot of topics already, but my thoughts tonight is we'll have a proper chat, me and you and everyone, and we'll see how it goes. So we don't want to end up like the US, banning Confederate flags and trying to erase history. There's a time and place for everything. There is definitely a time and place for everything. In terms of symbols, I understand why people don't want to see it. There's a lot of bad associated with that flag, especially the reason that flag was needed for that country that seceded, because it's literally in their constitution and the reasons for succession. So, again, along with the 40s Germany flags and all of that, it's But again, it depends on why you have it. If you're doing reenactments, you need it. If you just want to wrap yourself in it and try and relive the past, no, I'm not sure you need it. Anyway, we're going off topic because Jen would absolutely not let me say an awful lot of political stuff on her show, so we best move on. Yes, Walter Hope, you are absolutely correct. This is not the place for discussions like that. That is very true. So, the other thing was that wasn't even the actual Confederate. At one point, it was white. Their flag was just a white flag. I remember that because I read up on it in history, and I thought that was hilarious. Rocket card glues by Deluxe Materials. Oh, right. Okay. But yes, back to railways. So, what modelling in history books? Yeah, it is an unfortunate thing. If you're looking at modelling parts of history, you're going to have to deal with the good and bad parts of that history. Very nice. When does banning offensive items become erasing history? I don't know, but I think that's probably not the topic for tonight. I'm going to try once again. I thought the plain white flag was French. So, yes, meanwhile, back at the ranch, I'm going to try and bring up our Discord. It's been a while since I was here. Where can you get rocket glue other than the internet? Your local model shop should have some. I know Nuffy's Models down in Bolton does. It definitely has it. I'm going to try and log into our Discord, and we can maybe be able to do some... This is ridiculous. How is this not working? Am I back? I think I'm back. It looks like... Yes, it looks like I'm back. Right, okay. Sorry about that. Right. Discord crashed the computer. So, we won't be doing that. So, bit of a few issues. Yeah, that's it. Oh my goodness. So, looks like we are back to the only way I can do a call-in, which is to have people actually call the phone. So, unfortunately, that's not the best route. I know. I thought YouTube got us for discussing all that stuff. No, and to be honest with you, everyone's saying stuff. Don't blame. Iron Horse, don't start. Don't bring more politics in, man. So, I'm going to actually use WhatsApp and try and call. Thank you so much, Nuts and Bolts. Oh, guys, I do apologise. I should never have gone to the politics thing. You've got to remember, I'm a former politician. I love politics. I can talk about it all day. Discord crashes anything. It does if you're running on PlayStation 5 after 2 hours, just crashes. 2 hours on it on a PS5 is pretty good though. So I'm going to try and get Iron Horse onto the channel, but it's going to be, unfortunately, through the standard old style stuff. So if I could do that, that would be great. I don't know where we are. Okay. I know he was here. Oh, there he is. For a second I couldn't find him. Oh no! Oh no! Right, I believe this is it. Yes. Yes, this is it. This is him, isn't it? Yes. 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 Guys, I am so sorry. And now I've got a message on the screen. Ops quit unexpectedly. Yeah, it did. Here we go. Phoning him up. With the button that goes bing. Turn this up as far as I can. Hello there. We get there in the end. How are you doing?
So you seem to be doing very well given the difficult, trying circumstances before you.
Oh, it's very trying sometimes.
Can I just say, I don't actually hate the Tory party.
So you don't know if you hate them?
No, I don't hate the Tory party.
Oh, you don't? That's all right then.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, I have this thing where people say that they hate stuff with various politics, and it's like, you shouldn't hate people just for having a different point of view. You should disagree, but that's fine.
Yeah, absolutely. Disagreement is good. Please disagree, but you please understand that if you do disagree with me, you are wrong. And you should come to terms with that as quickly as possible.
Okay, yeah, that I can work with.
Shall we do something novel and talk about model railways?
On a model railway live stream? Oh, okay, yes.
It's a bit risky, isn't it? I think we should go for it,
So, I have to ask you the question that is burning through all of our minds right now. Does size matter?
Size does matter, I'm afraid.
So, in what way? What, you're a 00 gauge, aren't you?
I would very much like to have a larger one. Unfortunately, I just do not have the space for a larger one. and I find it difficult to hold with two hands, to be honest with you, because it's quite small at the minute. But I just don't have the space for anything bigger. So I think a bigger gauge would be the way forward if space allowed it. But until space does allow it, I'm going to have to stick with the double O gauge. N gauge is too small for me because I can't see it properly. Never mind operate it.
That's the issue that Jen has with the N gauge as well. She doesn't like anything. She's actually having trouble with some of the O gauge stuff these days with the detail, because she just can't focus on it anymore. And double O gauge, not O gauge. She's doing all right with O gauge.
Yeah, I know.
But I love N gauge, it's just I'm one of those people that loves the smaller stuff, like miniature villages. You see my house. I've got miniature village on my hearth and everything. We call it Huggleton on the Hearth. I love that sort of thing.
Didn't you as well?
Sorry?
I bet you had a 3310 Nokia. Was it the 5210, the little tiny red one?
I didn't. I had an old flip phone, one of the Ericsson ones, the T10.
Clamshells. I miss clamshell phones. You could take out your pocket and whip it open like a secret agent and go, hello.
Or like Star Trek.
Yes.
Which I can actually do now. Hello, computer. But yeah, oh, that's interesting. Leslie Gilpin says, I don't understand this. I can't see N. I have no problem seeing it, but HO and double O look enormous. There is that. I suppose it swings and roundabouts. Everyone has their own requirements.
Yeah, I mean, like Les says, he thinks HO and double O looks enormous. If he's used to working in N scale, then I suppose that's what he's used to. And yes, I probably could get away with N, but unfortunately, I'm one of those people where I want physically more of something for my money. And if I'm paying 120 quid for a locomotive, I want as much physical locomotive as I possibly can.
Yeah,
so
I can understand that. So is there anything
it's
that you...
not,
No, go on.
Sorry, go on, sorry.
No, it's okay.
Well, I was just going to say, I don't know how much weight there is to this, but I have heard a little bit of grapevine noise in relation to Hornby and what they are potentially now doing with retailers.
Oh.
I was at my local model shop today, speaking to the owner, and he said, "Have you heard what Hornby have announced?" I said, "No, I haven't." And apparently, the reps have been. These are his words, not mine. The reps have been calling stores which have been, for lack of a better term, ignored for the past 3 years, and letting them know that they're going to start sending reps around again. They're going to start getting stocked, so then they're going to become a priority again. Now,
right.
Obviously, people remember that Hornby when they launched the TT120 stuff, they seemed to pull a lot of support from retailers, and then they have the tier system as well.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I'm not sure if this is a sign of perhaps them panicking. Obviously, we had Simon Cole just randomly retire out of nowhere.
Yeah.
I believe someone else has gone from Hornby as well, but I don't know how much validity there is to that claim.
Sounds like it's all change.
Yes, it does. Hornby, one of the oldest, if not the oldest names in Muller Railway, so I think they're always going to be around in some shape or form. I think they tried the whole come direct to us thing because they saw the success Accurascale were having, for example. They saw the success KR Models was having, for example. And they thought, well, we want a slice of that. Why can't? And for some reason, clearly, it doesn't seem to be working because now they're calling back dealers, calling back shops, and trying to get back in there. So it's interesting to see where this is going to happen and what's going to go on with it, and if it will work or.
I'd like to think it'll work because the thing about Hornby is that they're not the specialist that you go direct to. Hornby, in the mindset of a lot of people, they're the guy that you go to in the shop front. You find them on the high street. They're your introduction to the hobby. and they're the ones that have always got stuff. If you're randomly out and about, you can probably find somewhere that stocks Hornby. Yet they're not the ones that you go direct to. It's not the mindset that they've built up over the years. So I'd like to hope that this works.
It is absolutely that. They are the go-to for getting into more railways. I mean, when I was a lad and everything was black and white, there was you had catalogues. And if you wanted to buy something, you would browse through a catalogue, and you would go to the Model Railway page of Argos's catalogue, and they would have train sets, and they would all be Hornby.
Yeah.
And they would have one for like 50 quid, one for like 80 quid, 120 quid, and so on and so forth, and there we go. But they'd all still be what you would call starter train sets, but at different levels, and they just only seem to have maybe one or two now, but they're very expensive, unless you go for one of the really basic little 040 ones.
Yeah, it's something that seems to have gone missing from a lot of places these days. There isn't the entry-level tier where it's just as good as the bigger stuff. You just don't get as much of it. There's toys, and then there's models, and there's nothing in between. There's no sliding scale where you can go from one to the other to the other. The middle tier's gone.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's interesting because Charlie from Chadwick Model Railway made a recent video about the Acura Scale Siphon G vans. Really nice model. I mean, superbly modelled, and compared to the old Lima one, they make the old Lima one look like a Lego brick in comparison. when you look at the detail we've now got, but he did raise an interesting point, and it's something which I agree with wholeheartedly, because when you flip the when you flip the wagon upside down, look at the other side of it, the wheels, you've got loads of very tiny, fine, thin brake rodding and pipes that you can't see unless you flip the model upside down. And all it seems to do is just serve to get in the way and to end up being knocked off. Snapped, and I don't think that kind of detail is helping anybody personally. As excellent as the model is, I don't think R&D needs to go into making underframe detail the focus, if you will. Everything else is spot on, it really is, but it's, underframe detail, do we really need to be that good? I don't think we do. And this comes back to what you said, Zoe. There's no sliding level. It's either basic stuff or super detailed with where's it going to stop? Are we going to end up with printed dashboard gauges on locomotive control boards?
They have started.
We've got lights there, but are we going to start having like 10 mile an hour, 20 mile an hour pressure gauges you can read?
We have some pressure gauges you can read on steam locomotives. It's one of the things that Jen started photographing.
Yeah, you're absolutely correct, we do, but on a steam locomotive,
you can see it.
It's a bit more relevant because it's open and it's all there. You've got the brass work and the pipe work. That, I would say, yes, okay, fine. But in a diesel cab, you can just about see the driver, never mind anything else. I think it might be just a little bit too much. I think we could probably live without that, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I think there is an argument to be made that perhaps all this rush for extra detail to show that you can might be the new doors that open and close. They add extra expense to the model, but no one's actually using it.
Yeah, this is exactly it. I think it was the Dapol Class 59. I recently did a weathering commission for a subscriber of mine for a Dapol 59. Really beautiful model. Dapol have done it superbly well. But the doors open. But this is the thing. They don't open all the way. They open like maybe a millimetre, and you can't prop them open. So you can't open them fully like you would have in real life. Sometimes they have them open when they're shunting around the yard or whatever.
Yeah.
And you can't keep it open a little bit, so why?
Yeah, to be honest with you, I think a lot of developers, as well as people on the internet who talk about this stuff, need to be asking why a lot more.
Yes.
Because there's so much stuff. It's like, that's lovely, but why did you add it? There was one. I can't remember who made it. I think it might be Rapido, but I might be wrong. So I'm going to say straight off to everyone watching, I don't know if it was them. So please don't say it was. They had interior detail that even though I shined a torch into the model, I could not see from outside.
Yes, there is two examples of which I can think about that. One was the Bachmann dancehall brake van, which was recently released for about 45 quid, and it had loads of detail inside it that you couldn't see unless you picked it up, looked through the window at a certain angle, and you could just about make out some detail. And Rapido released the dynamometer car, which is a really nice model, and it sort of gained infamy because when they first arrived, they all fell off the back of the delivery truck. You might remember that video coming out.
I believe I did, yes.
Yeah, but apparently a lot of them survived, but the detail within that is superb. But you can't easily remove the roof either. So it's not like you can have the roof off to look at all this detail. Again, it's just you've got to get down and you've got to look at it at the right level to catch the detail.
Yes.
Okay, I mean, the dynamometer car is obviously a special piece. It's a collector's piece, and
Hello?
I think you need to put the detail in there. You need to put the detail in there. Otherwise, it's just another coach, you know. And that's it.
And again, you come back to the levels. That the a collector's model piece, like you could say the museum quality level, where it's all the detail, that has a place, and that place is the high tier. And down at the other ends, you have the intro ones, which look right, but they don't have the extra detail that you don't need. And then you can have tiers in between, but we don't get the tiers. It's all or nothing now.
What I think we need is something like the Hornby Railroad Range, where it's incredibly basic, robust, but it looks right from about 2 foot away. The 2 foot rule. If it looks good from 2 foot away, which is about the distance you'll be able to see it at a model railway exhibition, then I think that is right. The downside for me for the railroad range is we don't have any basic lighting whatsoever, and they're still using traction tyres. They're horrible. They're awful. And I had to move my Hornby Class 66 on after I spent a lot of time upgrading it with light. I fitted lights to it myself and sound to it myself, weathered it. But when I moved to Code 75 track, because of the traction tyres and the size of the wheels on it, despite it being a new quote-unquote model, it would not negotiate the points properly.
Yeah.
So I was left with a model I could no longer use anymore, so it had to go despite spending hours on upgrading it. So
that must have been hard to come to terms with, man.
Well, it's one of those things, isn't it? I mean, I enjoyed upgrading it because that's part of the hobby.
Yeah.
You know, doing things like that and little projects. But it's frustrating not being able to run it. It really is.
I can absolutely imagine. There's a few very good comments. I've lost the one from Call Me Snake. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, I was going to read that out and then it scrolled off the screen. I've
been trying to keep up with the chat myself, but I've got a bit of a lag from you as well, because we're speaking in live, but the video's about 30 seconds behind it.
Yeah, there's always a delay on YouTube side. A common mistake says he wonders if TT will go retail. I would love to see that. I would really love to see that happen.
I think if TT doesn't go retail, they will fail.
Yes.
I really do. And I think this is why Hornby are ringing up retailers that they've sort of put on the back foot in recent years, because not enough people are buying it.
Yeah.
I think that's just the cold matter of the fact. I mean, I asked the guy that I went to today, I said, are you going to stock the TT stuff? And he says, I don't know. Apparently, and this is only what he said, I cannot confirm or deny how true this is. Apparently, when he was speaking to his Hornby rep, the Hornby rep said the reason why we didn't put TT 120 into the store to begin with is because if it failed, then it would have brought all of you guys down as well. So this way, it's just us. And I thought, yeah, but then if it's a massive success, you've also got all the profits as well.
Yeah.
And that's not happened. And now they're panicking a little bit, and they're rushing back to the brick and mortar stores, which, like you said, Zoe, you need to have Hornby in the brick and mortar stores. Otherwise, what is the point?
Yeah, and it's what I'll always say to people, like, especially all the people that hate Hornby, think the company itself isn't the issue. The name is what counts. And you say Hornby, people think model trains. Just like you say Scale Extric, and they think slot cars, even though there are other manufacturers of both. But the name is what counts.
Yes, it is, absolutely.
If I went on the stand-up circuit and said, you know, I've got a lovely wife. She's a former model. Oh, what kind? Airfix. Everyone knows what Airfix is.
That's shocking.
I know, but you know what I do on it's the stand-up circuit. But the point is that everyone knows what Airfix is. I didn't have to say it was a model aeroplane or a model kit. Everyone knows it because the name is what's important. We lose Hornby as a name, that's it. You're going to have trouble getting people in.
With Hornby, like you say, if we do lose them as a name, then it is going to have an effect on the hobby. But for me, Hornby are the affordable, attainable brand you go to. Bachmann, Curascale, Dapol or Dapol, whatever, are the ones you go to if you want something with more finesse, you want specialist features and things like this. The Hornby isn't something that you pre-order for 2 years, no matter how good it is. But that's just the way I see it anyway. Hornby need to be attainable, they need to be affordable, and they need to be, most importantly, in the shops and visible.
Yes. It's the one that you know. It's the one that you go, I know exactly what that'll be. I know just from the name it'll be this quality. It'll work in this way, and it's all reliable.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's again, I think something which in recent years with Hornby they've had a lot of ups and downs.
Yeah.
With one thing or another, which I don't think we'll go into at this minute.
Yeah, because we're not here for bashing any companies. We're just talking about the issues.
But I think I hope they're starting to realise they actually need the retailers. You know, and it's as simple as that. They need the retailers. There's nothing more to be said on it. They need the retailers to survive. Yes,
and we need the retailers to survive as well. And there's a very much a symbiotic relationship, I would say. We definitely need to be able to go to the high street saying, "Oh, I didn't know this was out. I'll have some of that." But I mean, they came in for this, that, and the other. We need that because you go to a website and it's got we're pushing this today. You don't see the rest.
Yeah.
So that's the big issue. Everyone's saying, "Oh, we joined late. Where's Jen and who we're talking to?" I'm Zoe, usually behind the camera. Jen is currently away at work. She's doing a last-minute call down in Cornwall, and I'm talking to Iron Horse Railways, who is always a good friend of the show. Oh, by the way, Iron Horse, I'm gonna drop this on you as a surprise to you and to everyone in the chat. Jen and I are considering at some point this year visiting the Welsh Highland Railway for a filming session. Would you like to come along with us on us?
Oh, yeah, I mean, work providing, absolutely. That'd be amazing.
That would be great. It would be a pleasure to have you along with us.
I will need at least a couple of weeks' notice for the road thing at work, but yeah, that'd be awesome. That would be fantastic. That would
be fantastic. Thank you.
I've not tested the sheep for a while, so that'd be very good.
We're trying to address an old issue that when we were married, we went down to Wales. Actually, down to Wales. You can tell I'm from the far north. Went across to Wales because it's practically over the road from us from the point of view of where we are now. We went there for our honeymoon and visited a load of castles because I love that kind of stuff. And Jen wanted to visit a railway, so we went on the Festiniog. Thought about going for the Welsh Highland. Then it started to rain, and we went back to where we were staying and never got there. So we're going to right an old wrong.
Fair enough. Get those wrongs righted.
Everyone's saying, "Oh yes, the Welsh Highland has epic scenery. I'm looking forward to it."
Yeah, I mean, I went to Wales last year. I'm going there again this year for a biking holiday. I go every year with my mates.
Oh, lovely.
And we went to Festiniog, and we arrived, and we had missed the train by 5 minutes. You could still smell the smoke.
Oh.
And I said, "When's the next train coming?" She says, "In 2.5 hours."
Oh, that's like every bus that I had when I was a kid. Where's the next bus out of this tiny village that I'm in?
So this year, hopefully, we're going to be able to catch it. Hopefully,
Well,
but we'll see.
Let's hope so. Fingers crossed for you, man.
Hopefully.
Oh, this is interesting what Dongits has got to say. The hobby shop comes second after the initial train set sail, because that's where they go afterward when the kid wants more bits. That's true. I mean, I used to go to model shops after I got my first Airfix model back in the day. But at the same time, where are you getting the train set from for the kid to have it the first time? Are you probably buying it from Amazon? Let's say straight off these days, buy it from Amazon.
I mean, there's not much comparison for these days. Obviously, Amazon for a lot of people is the go-to now. Amazon, eBay, things like that. But again, when it was me, I remember going to a model shop in Leeds called Beatty's.
Oh, Beatty's were great.
Yeah, and upstairs was the Model Railway Zone, and I got so excited, Joey. It was just inexplicably joyous seeing all the trains and the wagons and the locomotives. It was amazing. And I got a HST 125 starter set for Christmas. I think I was 11, 12, something like that. Might have been 10, 11, in that sort of region, double digits. And what me and my dad did is we actually went to car boot sales to try and find bits and pieces like wagons and locomotives and things like that.
That's a good idea.
Because, I mean, we used to we'd go back to Beatty's every now and again, but more often than not, it would be the car boot sale thing.
Yeah, I suppose that is a good way to do it, especially if you're starting out, because as a kid, well, it might be a bit battered or it might be old, but it's new to you.
Well, it reminds me, because fairly recently, I think it was earlier this year, possibly late last summer, I was at another model shop up in Carnforth, which is no longer there, and it very, very expensive prices, even for a model shop. Even the second-hand stuff was quite expensive. And I remember this young lad came in. He must have been at the most 8, 9, maybe 10. And he came in with his grandfather, and he says, I want to, they've been out for the day with the grandfather, and he wanted to buy a locomotive for his model railway.
Okay.
Every single one they could, second hand, and the poor grandfather could not believe the prices. And he was visibly sweating because the young man kept picking up on him. Anyway, they eventually found the cheapest one was, I think, a 35 quid knackered old Hornby HST, but the kid loved it. The kid didn't care. He got a train from Grandad.
Yeah.
He was happy. But you're going to lose that if you lose the model shops. You will lose that.
Absolutely.
And there'll be no more memories, and the model will die. The hobby will die.
Yes, it will. It's not like a lot of communities there and hobbies that can go on with a couple of people talking to each other here and there. I think this hobby, above all else, needs the shop, because it's where you go to get tips. It's where you go to talk to people, see what's out, and it's different to every other hobby that I've ever seen.
Yes, it is, but at the same time, the model shops need to be aware that there is an online market to compete against.
There is,
and they can't just stick their feet in the mud and have prices at full RRP, because people just will not buy them.
No,
they will not pay 180 quid for a model when they can go online and go to one of the bigger. Not even one of the bigger retailers, just any other retailer that's got a website.
Yeah.
And they can buy it for 30 quid cheaper, including postage.
Yeah, that is a fair point.
why are you spending the extra 30 quid for the same model?
Yeah, it comes down to what I've said for a while. If you want to survive these days, you've got to go the Argos route. Your store is essentially your warehouse, and you're doing it for your online shop. But,
pretty much.
But you still have that front end.
Yeah, absolutely. You need the front end. You need to adapt, and you need to be a hybrid. As it were, you need to be the odd model shop, but you also need to be aware if there is people are online, people are savvy, people will shop around, but also manufacturers, i.e. Hornby, Apple, whatever, they need to be aware that there are small retailers out there that cannot afford to match the buying power of, say, for example, Hattons or Rails or Ellis Clark Trends or whoever.
Yeah.
They cannot afford to match the buying power, and therefore the smaller model shops are having to spend more per unit, and they can't price match.
Yeah.
And they will disappear. So if a model is going to have a price, which they all have a retail price, but they all have a cost price, it should be the same for everyone.
I'd like to think so, but it doesn't seem to work that way. And I really wish it did.
No, it is not the same.
Yeah.
It should be. And because we have a similar issue in the motorcycle industry. We sell helmets and jackets and things in our shop, but you go online and there are three or four vendors that have websites only. They don't have a shop.
Yeah.
And everything's 30 to 40% cheaper because they don't have staff or a shop to run.
Yeah, and
now,
that's
we price match them, but because our buying power isn't the same as theirs, we have less profit.
Oof. You've got to be really careful doing that, because you'll end up putting yourself out of business just for their benefit.
Yeah, and this is why it's the responsibility of the manufacturers as well to make sure vendors aren't selling models so cheap that they're devaluing the brand.
Yes.
Everything else.
Actually, that's a really good point, devaluing the brand. At some point, the RRP stops being the RRP. Like, let's have to pick a thing out of the air. Ben & Jerry's ice cream. It's like 5 or 6 quid. That's it. That's its normal retail price. I never buy it at that. I buy whichever one's on sale that week.
Twice. Yeah, absolutely. I agree with you. You buy it when it's marked down.
Yeah.
But I do. I want Ben & Jerry's now, but I might have to sort that out there. Some chocolate fudge brownie. But yes, no, you're absolutely right. It's like, for example, when let's say Bachmann, for example, they are known for being quite lofty with their pricing. It has to be said.
Yeah, they're the apple of the world.
Absolutely, yeah. When they have their summer, spring, whatever announcement, everyone goes, okay, what price are you going to pull out of the air today for this Bachmann? And Bachmann will go, lol, 370 quid for this wagon. and then they'll go, okay, fine, cool, Bachmann. And then the retailers will get it, and immediately the retailers, before it's even in their shops, will discount it by 20%.
Yeah. Because they know then they're going to get that discounted that's wholesale price from the manufacturer.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's ridiculous. Well,
and when the Bachmann Class 37s came out and the Sound Deluxe versions of I think it was the 47s, they were 300 quid plus. Now, 18 months later, you can buy them brand new from certain UK retailers for about the same price as you would for any other sound phase locomotive. Because I don't think people were perhaps buying them as much as Batman wanted to.
Well, you know, they charge what they want, and they've got to take the rough with the smooth.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, that's right. Are people talking about Ben & Jerry's now?
They are, yeah. Well, you know what? It's been an absolute pleasure talking to you, but I don't want to keep you online on the phone even for too long. I'm thinking of actually starting
the... My ear's getting very hot.
Well, that, and also I'm thinking we might be starting the videos soon. So thank you so much for joining me.
Oh, my pleasure, Zoe. I'll see you both soon, okay?
Absolutely. Always a pleasure. Take care.
All right, bye-bye.
Take care. Good night. And ladies and gentlemen, that's Iron Horse. Always a pleasure to hear from him. He's always got something very interesting to say. So that is interesting what he's pointed out about Hornby going back to the retailers. So I haven't heard anything about this myself, but it would be very interesting if it's true, which it may well be. So guys, what do you think about that? Let's have a look at what we've been saying in the chat. I have to admit, I have been kind of trying to keep an eye on the chat, but not as easy to do when you're trying to do a conversation and read it. Peter Jackson's got a very good point. Hornby's a brand these days, like any other well-known name. Yeah, that is true, and we need that name because people know what it is. And I'm sorry to Bachman or a Q-Scale or anyone else, but when you say, "Oh, I'm going out for the latest Bachman," they don't know what it is. But you tell them, "I'm going out to have a look at the new Hornby release." They know what that is. It's a model train. It goes choo-choo. In their heads, it goes choo-choo. In my head, it goes choo-choo as well. Even Gronk's go choo-choo. That's how it is in my head. Hornby always had the better runners and affordability compared to Bachman, who had better details to be the poorer performer. It depends. I think Bachman do all right these days in terms of running. Or at least that they do in mine. Dongit says, in my opinion, it's not model shops that need to court, it's toy shops. If you can't buy the train set in places like Smith's, there's no kids' train set market. That is a really good point. I haven't been to a Smith's for a while or looked at their website since I bought which is something that I also don't like the idea of, a store exclusive thing for a computer game. It was I want to say Skylanders, but it wasn't. Starlink. It was a space-based thing where you put a model spaceship onto your controller and you control the spaceship. And they had one that was only available through Smith's. That was the last time I looked at Smith's. But yeah, if they're not stocking the entry-level model railways, what's going on? Because you need it. You need somewhere to get it. And you can't just rely on heritage railways or stuff where they usually have some. Game, I know from what people are saying in the chat, now do carry some Hornby stuff, which is great. But I think we need something more mainstream than Game, because you don't really go to Game for a model train set, do you? You go to Game for a game. Dongitz also says Hornby is also a standard in the genericized brand sense. A lot of people use Hornby to mean train set. Yes, they do. They absolutely do. Smiths don't have any model railway stuff that I can see. A few have the Lego and play train stuff, but not the proper stuff. Yeah, that's it. That's it again. Play trains, great idea. Love the idea. Fantastic way to go with getting kids interested in the hobby. But where's the next step up? Where's the this looks like Grandad's Railway, but it's not. It's something that they can have and they can handle. And when they pick it up, it won't fall apart. That's the big thing, because the play train stuff, it's chunky, it works, and you can hold it, and you know that when the kid picks it up, it's not going to completely fall apart in the hands. But if I gave a model of one of Jen's model locomotives to a kid, she'd throw a fit, because the first thing she would think, and I would think, and probably you're thinking as well, is all those bits are going to come off. And that's the big thing that I have. The kid stuff that's not just the railroad set, because the railroad set does have those aging parts issue where the wheels don't quite well, if they can update it a bit like that, then and make it a bit durable inside so it's held together, that's the thing. Yeah, exactly, Krista, that's the word I'm trying to work out. They need the next step up, and we haven't got that at the moment. We need something that works. Maybe it has a few bells and whistles, that would be fine, but it needs to be cheap so that you can impulse think, oh, the kid will love that for Christmas. There you go. But hope Jenny doesn't run in to stop the oil, says Particle Station. Yeah. Those guys, oh, it's only a matter of time before someone snaps. That's all I'm going to say on that. Not getting political again, but the way they act, it's only a matter of time before someone gets hurt. And it will happen. The sad thing is, the kids' stuff is all imaginary, nothing like a real rail. That is true. How can you get interested in railways if what you're playing with isn't what you're seeing at home, out in the world? Yeah. When I was 2, I had a clockwork-powered double-O gauge 040 and 3 wagons. That is cool. The wagons were all one-piece mouldings, even the couplings. The loco is about 3 pieces plus the clockwork mech. Wow. That is pretty cool. Okay, I'm gonna try and bring up the first of the beep beeps. What is the world coming to when I can't even remember the word for video? I run a video channel. I run a business that edits videos, and I couldn't remember the word video. What is going on with my life? I think I need to switch off the what's iced tea. I think I need to switch off the iced tea and get myself mainlining some caffeine here. Need some caffeine. I've got a message from Discord. Verify Discord login from new location. Well, no, that's 40 minutes late, Discord, and you should be apologising for crashing my computer. So no, I will not be doing that. So I'm going to bring this up. Skipsy Train says, "Good evening, Zoe. Working away from home again. I've only just logged in. Sorry I'm late." Okay, I believe I need a Gandalf. Gandalf.
The Monday Clubber is never late, Toto Wagons, nor is he early. He arrives precisely when he means to.
Thanks, Gandalf. You didn't see me do that. Atreus Lex says, "Are those all PlayStation 2 games, Bandy?" Yes, they are. Absolutely, they are. Yes, train kits. Sorry we broke your computer. Please verify that we broke it. Ham Shackleton says, "Are you starting menopause, Zoe? Absent-mindedness is one of the symptoms." I am exhausted. My biggest issue is that I'm recovering from heat stroke. I was out doing a lot of stuff over the weekend because someone tried to break in, which was lovely. Yes, they damaged our gates, so we had to repair the gates. And as a result, I was out helping Jen with that in very, very hot weather. Very, very hot weather. So, unfortunately, I got heat stroke, and that's just how it is. So, I'm recovering from that, and that's why I'm a bit off. So, yeah, got the gear. Well, I can do that. I can kind of do ventriloquism. I can, kind of, honest. Give me 1 second. Here we go.
Hello, I am the Duck. I was actually contracted not to say anything but quack when I was on the TV. But I can actually speak, and I've got a lot of things to say about some people. Oh, yes. All you newspapers, you want the gossip, come to me. Yeah.
See? No. No, no lips moved there. Do I own Splashdown 2? Love it. Yes, Splashdown 2 Rides Gone Wild. Yes, I do have that one, yes. So, Zoe, where's Jenny today? She is down in the middle. I actually don't know where she... Yeah, we can't... Nah, we can see the duck's mouth move. Well, yes, the duck was talking. So, didn't see the duck's lips move once. Thank you very much. Okay, so, guys... First up, we have, on our video voyage around the world tonight, we have, from Richard Swiderski, the 46100 Royal Scot at Helsby Station in Cheshire. So here we go. I'm going to put the link in. And here we go. If I press the buttons, bang, bang, bang. Hello there, you can now see everything. Hey! So, let's do this. Let's bring that up to... Not AirPlay. Cinema mode. That's what we want, isn't it? That's what we want. Where's Sooty, says Tim's Model Railways. Where's Sooty? Yes, you may well ask. I'm actually going to remove this there from there so that you guys don't get that in the background, and I'll just use it on my phony phone. I can't believe I just said that. Actually, I can. Here we go. Here's the Royal Scot passing through Helsby Station in Cheshire. Beep, beep. Here we go, walking down the street. What am I talking about? Oh, with a big gold shoes on a big gold feet. Oh, that's interesting. A little bit of debris. You have to press the play button. No, I don't. If I just will it to play, it will play. Honest, it will. No, it won't. It really won't. Actually, I kind of need that other thing back up. So, sorry to say this. Sorry to do this. New window over that. History. I need the on that. So you're going to see a little bit of this as I sort things out. That is a big chunky loco. That is a real big chunky loco. About chat, that's what I want. That's what I want. And get rid of this now, beep, and gone. Roll Scott is coming to Carlisle on Wednesday. Nice. So I kind of need that here. Oh, Springwatch, see you next week. Take care, and thanks for coming along. Right, I need to now share this, don't I? Because I forgot. There we go. That's what I needed for that. So there we go. Take that down again. That is a really... There's a serious feeling of power there, isn't there? That is a serious power! Power extreme. Man and machine. Power extreme. Do you remember the Centurions? I remember the Centurions. Thank you so much for sending that in, Richard. That was great. Thank you. The Centurions. Man and machine. Power extreme. Hellsby. Did that Simon Trains visited that station on his vlog yesterday? That really is a shameless plug. That's fine. As long as people aren't just spamming with stuff, then by all means talk about stuff that's going on. We're a club, and this is why I keep saying to people, we are a club where we're all in this together because we all enjoy the hobby. And I'm very much, and Jen is exactly the same, very much of the opinion that when you get to a certain size, you don't pull up the ladder after you. You try and remain part of the community, you know? So absolutely talk about what you put on your vlog. Absolutely do that. Cheers. Oh, that is nice. So, the question now is, what is next? What have I got here? From... I don't know. From Simon Poole says, good evening, Jenny and Zoe. Caught this Class 47 at Rowley Regis Station in the British Rail ScotRail livery, coming back from the Severn Valley Spring Diesel Festival. Thanks for the Monday Club, and gronk it up. Absolutely. Gronk it up. Gronk it up. Gronk it up. Beep, beep. And all of that. Oh, I've got it on top chat. No wonder it looks like no one's talking. Live chat. That's the one that actually has people talk. Yes, there we go. Now I've got people actually showing up on this. So, oh, here we go. I've pressed the wrong button. Here we go. This is from Simon Trains, BR ScotRail Class 47. Look at the size of that. Beep, beep. Beep, beep. Sarah Davis says, well, what have the Centurions ever done to us? The Romans, they all go to the house. Oh, I do love that old one. Nice, thank you very much. And looks like Jen has been watching a lot of train videos recently. My goodness. That is surprising. You don't often see Jen watch train videos. You normally see Jen watch them. So that was Simon Trains. And there you go, there's the link. Very nice. So apologies if you can hear buzzing and whirring in the background. I have a fan and an air conditioning system going, trying to keep me from dying in this heat. Oh, it's so bad. So it's hard to find the time to watch train videos. Too busy editing them. Leslie Gilpin, I am in the same boat. I am deep. And everything has crashed. Everything has stopped. Okay, that's lovely. That everything has paused. There we are. So this is what you often see on Game Hammer. That I have a camera over in the corner so I can show people that I'm playing games. But if I move this microphone and I move the big camera out of the way, you can see a little thing here. This is my little Amazon Echo Show, and that's what I watch a lot on. Plus the monitor that's here. So that's how I do it. I found that the best thing to do is to just try and make time while you're editing things. Take little breaks here and there. Spot the TARDIS above the other monitor. Yeah. Hello? Beep beep. There is another one, but you won't find it because it's hidden behind War Machine from the Marvel films. Alan Reynolds says, I sent my video link last week. Do I need to send it again? Probably not. I probably got it, but we'll find out. I'm hoping to get through a fair few this time. So, next up we have from Stephen Harrison Green. It says, I believe this will be SHGP Media. Wow, it looks like the Matrix Nebuchadnezzar ship. I have a lot of stuff all over the place in here. It's literally, this is the Retrovator. If I had the third camera working, I don't think I do. Yeah, the third camera just doesn't work. It would be pointing the other way and it would show you all kinds. I don't know why it's not working. I've got all kinds of stuff over there. There's a couple of Transformers, a load of cuddly toys, a Darth Vader, several puppets, and loads of old computers. It's basically set up as if it's the background from the Brum cupboard, only full of random computer stuff. That's literally the Retrovator, and this is how it is. So yeah, I have that kind of setup for my shows. And then one of my cameras just went, no, I'm not going to work today. And that was about 6 weeks ago, and I still haven't got to work. It's ridiculous. Anyway, what am I saying? SHGP Media. As you're catching up, this is an extended exhibition show from the Royston District Model Railway Exhibition, which took place in Bassingbourn, or Bassingbourn? I don't know. On the 1st of April. Okay. So, it's a massive, massive video. I don't think we're going to see all of it because it's about 45 minutes long, but I am going to put a link into the chat so that we can enjoy. So this, yes, it's SHGP Media. Here we go. Whoa, I love that. It's got the kind of ghost sign on the wall and everything. This is nice. They've done trying to drink from a stand instead of putting like direct glass there. This looks lovely. What I like a lot of is that iron gate, the railings. They're done so well, but look at the slats on the background. There's a proper feel of texture. The eye feels texture. I'll tell you. Oh, and he's done what Jen was talking about, using the crates as your background. That is really nicely done. Oh, this is lovely. Western Pacific, that is nice. I like that little black locomotive. What is that? ATSE? I don't know that one. It looks like it's in monochrome. It's like it's come out of a different era. I love this. This is great. That is wonderful. I can't see any of the chat. I've got to try and bring it up on my phone to see what you guys are saying. Come on, play. Give. Yeah, this is not. It doesn't want to give me the chat. I'm not happy about this. Interesting giant building there. That is, that locomotive. I love it. Oh, I love the American outline stuff. It's so nice. There's this proper feeling of like power extreme. Yes, U.S. Transportation Course logo. Oh, right. That was an S-scale layout first up. Very hard to film because the operator zoomed them up and down. I'll bet. For people that do that when I'm out at exhibitions, I just grab my phone and let it auto focus on everything, and I'll just try and pan across. It's ridiculous. You end up with massive rolling shutters, so vertical things go like that, but at least you get it. I love the American stuff. But we're going to move on. We're going to move on and have a look at something else. This looks more like... oh, look at that. Oh, that's proper British outline, isn't it? Oh, that's lovely. Makes you proud, doesn't it? That is a really well detailed. The layers. Oh, there's a guy in the window and everything. The layer upon layer of stuff going on. That's lovely. SSGP says, feel free to skip through, Zoe. Not expecting you to show more than a couple of minutes of this. Just trying to promote it because the view count is quite low. The view count... Let's have a look at what the view count is. 1.1k views. Yeah, for something 45 minutes long, it's quite a kick in the teeth when you don't get a lot of views for something that takes you ages to put together. I love this. This is nice, isn't it? It's nice and calm. Ooh. Now here's the one. Look at the muted colours. And a proper acrylic painted background. Nice. So you get it exactly as you want. I have a Bob Ross feel to this. We're going to put in some happy little trees. This is wonderful. Really enjoying this. I'm going to jump it on again. Oh, more American stuff. Oh, George Bush 41. Lovely. Presidential Library. On a train. Okay. Ah! I recognise that one. I think I've got that one in N-Cage, haven't I? I can't for the life of me remember. I think I have. Pretty sure I've got that one in N-Gage. These are lovely. Absolutely lovely. That's an interesting looking one. They still have that feeling of immense power to them because of the it's just it towers above its size. It's lovely. I love that sort of thing. Let's have a look at some English stuff as well. That looks British, definitely. Oh, properly painted things so they don't all look the same. Happy little accident, says Peachy. Guessing that was George Bush Sr. 41. Yes, 41 would have been George Bush Sr. There we are, LMS. Lionel's mucky shirt. I'm pretty sure that's not where it is. But I like making up silly names. It's like the old bus system that used to be up in the northeast when I was a kid. It was TMS. And I never knew what it was actually standing for, TMS buses. Because as far as we were concerned, it was Tom's mucky shirt. And that's just how it is. Oh, look at these. Oh, that is just... Oh, my goodness, that is wonderful. Oh, I love it. I absolutely love it. All the clouds in the background makes it look wonderful. Oh, that is so nice. Clinkers calling Coke. Fantastic. Absolutely wonderful. Thank you so much for sending this in. Guys, you're going to need to check out the whole thing. We can't show it all. But yeah. When I was in Stoke, says Sarah, the buses used to be called PMT. That is what was what is that? It's like someone's taken their shed for a walk. That's fantastic. I love that. Oh, that is so... I need one of them in N-Gage. It would be like that big. Someone's taken their shed for a walk. It's great. Oh, that is wonderful. Thank you so much, SHGP, for sending that in. That was just wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Thank you so much. So much packed into a small area on some of these. Yes, absolutely. PMT, positive mental thinking. Absolutely. Oldham buses had a route P to Watershed. Oh, that is wonderful. That is wonderful. I love it. Fantastic. Thank you so much for sending that in. So we've got a lot of stuff still to go. Who's up next? Paul Tilbrook. Let's have a look. Shed class. Absolutely. So Skipsy Train says, good evening. I hope you are well. I know I keep going on about it, but back in December, myself and Shelley had the pleasure of travelling to the... I don't know why I'm doing it in this voice, but we're gonna have it in a Sean Connery style. I know I keep going on about it, but back in December, myself and Shelley had the pleasure of travelling on the Midland Pullman between Sheffield and Bath on 1st of December last year. You must put this on your bucket list. Some pictures of us on this trip can be seen in the attached video. However, I have delayed editing the video until I had footage of my new Hornby, complete with my interior upgrade and full decoration, lights, passengers, stewardess, crockery and food. My wife even has an empty bottle. Enjoy the prototype and bottle complete with Pullman dining. I cannot do Sean Connery's accent, but I love to make silly voices. So here we go. This is from Skipsy Trains and Midland Pullman. Let's take a look.
I didn't know Sean Connery was Welsh. Love it. So this one is Skipsy. I'm just going to put that into the chat. And the moment that the computer catches up, there we go. Right, here we go. Bump. Nope, that's got to work. There, here. Right, we're going to try and reverse this a little bit so that we get the full start. There we go. Here we go. Midland Pullman. First class deluxe travel. Oh, lovely. Deluxe travel. The prototype. Nice. Shiny. Look at that. Not just flat blue. A little bit of a highlight around the windows. Something that sets it off. Proper nice livery. That is a nice setup. Is that a bar on a train? That is cool. That is very nice. Everyone's saying, no, I can't. No, you can't do the Sean Connery accent. No, I can't. Seashells on the seashore. What? Oh, looks like you've had a lovely time. Look at you. You're proud as punch to be there, aren't you? You can see it in the grin. Arriving in Bath for the return journey. Class 43 HST Intercity 125 fleet. Yeah, I remember the Intercity 125. That was the big one at the time, wasn't it? Oh, look at the Christmas decorations. That is lovely. Oh, and crackers as well. A 5-course Christmas dinner. My goodness. If I had a 5-course Christmas dinner, I would need the train to stop at my house so that I could roll out. I'm not sure I could have done any better than that. And here we are to recreate it. Oh, that is wonderful. It does look right, doesn't it? It looks right. Nice. That is a lovely looking loco. Proper engines too. Mousehole Rail says, I'll be seeing the Midland Pullman in a couple of weeks' time. Ah, something to look forward to. Oh, that's the interior as it was manufactured. Yeah, very blue. Very blue, very plasticky. Interior is repainted. Oh, that is really nice. Bar gains a blue ribbed front and high seating. Oh my god, you have put so much effort into this. Oh my goodness. Oh, the detail, that is superb. And they've got the foods as well. Oh my goodness, you have gone to town on this. It really does look right. Yeah. And then when it's all, yes, that looks fantastic. All coaches are fitted with the new Hornby Maglite system. Excellent. That looks wonderful. And there's the empty bottle as well. Oh, here we go. And there you are. Now it's got a bit more to it. And it's a coat of paint and a few people, and it looks amazing. But then to put the lights in as well, that is just so good. It looks real. It's, oh, that is wonderful. There's a lot to be said for a little bit of extra touch-up on the paintwork. Yeah, everyone's saying this looks amazing. Yeah, they need table service because they're all had their legs amputated. Well, there is that. That is so good. Oh man, it looks so good. When you see it and it's got the interior and it's just blue, it's not. It's good because it's there and it's nice that it's there. But wow, that is above and beyond, man. It looks so. Oh, you can still see it from even over a distance. It looks so good. Oh, there's the kind of shots that Jen and I used to do out on Bolton Trinity Road. That's so nice. I'm really enjoying this, man. I'm really enjoying it. It looks real. It looks great. That is superb. Really, really superb. Even at a distance, you can see it. That is so well done, man. The only problem is, now that you've got all those guys in it, do you ever feel the need, like, well, I've got to run it. I've put all of this effort in. Or do you feel like you can take a break and run something else? Because I'm not sure. How long is this bloody My goodness, it's huge. But I have issues like that. It's like, but I've put so much effort in. I've got to run it. But I want to play something else, you know? How do you get over that? I suppose you could put more effort into another one. That was just wonderful. Yeah, everyone's saying the same thing. It looks fantastic. Really nice work, dudes.
Leslie Goodman says, I filmed people in, I think, the Northern Belle for elderly couple, flowers on the table. When I got home and watched the footage, the lady was showing her husband her shoes. A week travelling around Britain doing a Murder on the Midland Express special. Wouldn't that be a holiday and a half? That would be very interesting. So we got next up from Hillside Junction. Oh, you'll love this. Hi Zoe and Jenny. Hopefully the photo is attached. You may recognise the person in the photo. Unloading a wagon full of coal with just a shovel. Yes. And rightly so. She looks great. You've done a really good job there. That is so well done. Oh, look at that. Hucknall's Coal and Solid Fuels Merchant. That is great. That is so nicely done. Yeah, so what did she do to deserve having to do this all by hand? By shovel even? That is great. Really well detailed. Thank you so much for sending that in. Oh, that looks wonderful. Really does. Thank you. Oh. It's always nice to see where she gets out to. So who else we got? From Peter Jackson at Cheadle Heath. Hi Jenny and Zoe. Just a short video, 2 minutes, of some new samples and recent releases from Graeme Farish and Bachman. Is she wearing a hairnet? Well, I'm not sure she needs to for that kind of job. So I'm going to put this into here as well. Peter Jackson. There we go. And let's have a look at what we've got. Dum, bum, bang. Straight in there. Which is usually a gamble because you never know if there's going to be an advert. Some new and recent samples from Graeme Farish and by Bachman. I love a bit of Graeme Farish because it means that it's any age. Hey, they're nice. Very nice. I do like the livery on the C-Link. Although I have to say the Intercity, the one from the 80s, is still my favourite. Oh yeah, some good stuff here. I like this shape. This one here, the kind of slightly wedged shape, prism shaped, I suppose you might say. I like that, so that it's not just a lump. It's not a lump on wheels. I'm not really interested in a box on wheels, unless it's a cute box on wheels, like that one where it looked like a garden shed had run away. That was cool. Not cheap though. I bet they're not. Oh, these are wonderful. Yeah, they aren't cheap the way they go, but, you know, that's the nature of the world now. Look at that. The detail you get. Whoa, there's a lot. Those are interesting at the front. They're very interesting. Class 90s goods locos now. Huh. Oh, the blue and red and orange. They're very interesting colours. I like that. Some big stuff. There's a Gronk. Gotta love a Gronk. Oh, yes. The Class 08, it gets everywhere. You know, I really need to do a video night, not video night, a gaming night, where we just play train sim. Because I want to ride a Gronk around the train sim. That would be nice. So what's this? Infinity range. Infinity point. But I don't want infinite points. I want a certain number of points for the places that I'm going to. Isn't that what we need? Not a god. Yes, it is. Thank you so much for sending that in, Peter. That was great. Interesting one. Is there anything special about the infinity points? I genuinely don't know. Genuinely don't know the answer to that one. I'm going to try and keep... I don't know why it keeps going off, but apparently I can't keep... Oh, I do know why, because it's not playing. It's not playing in the background. That's why it won't let me do the chat. That's it. There we go. Right, I've got chat now. I can see the chat. That's better. Electricity goblin houses. What? I don't know what that means. An electricity goblin? What? Thanks. Not sure. I didn't check it. Yeah, we'll have to look out and see what that is. So we've got another one next up from Richard Swiderski, which should be very interesting. It says a video of a Black 5 at Hertford Station. So here we go. And I'll put that into the link, into the chat even. Here we go. Walking down the street with our big red shoes on our big red feet. Hey, hey, we're the clowns. And we've got big red noses. Would you like to smell my flower? Psst, psst. I don't know the rest of the words. Here we go. Carnforth Steamtown to Southall. Here we go. Hertford. Oh, here we are. Look at the heat haze. My goodness. That is shocking how hot it must have been. 18th of May. Shocking how hot it was. 2 in 1 night. Yeah, sometimes. Why not? Look, I can see why people were so happy when a new Black 5 was announced. Because look at the size of that thing. It's got a real sense of chunky power to it, hasn't it? It's like, I'm big and I'm here and I know it. It's an odd shape as well. That's it. Interesting. From the certain angle, it's like, yeah, that looks like a locomotive. But from the others, it's like, that's an odd shape. It's only carrying one thing behind it. Does it know where the rest of it went? Hey, nice train. Where's the rest of it? That's a Jubilee, is it? Oh, okay. I thought it was the Black 5. I thought that's what it said in the email. That was a Black 5. Have I got the wrong one? Did I press the wrong one? Whoops. Sorry if I did, but it's interesting, isn't it? LMS Jubilee class. Oh, right, fair enough. Okay, well, I must have read the wrong thing then. Sorry. So yeah, it's an interesting shape though, isn't it? Look at that. If I'm remembering from Jenny's talk about stuff, that's to make sure that it gets through tunnels, isn't it? As in, it's barely big enough to fit through, barely short enough to fit through a tunnel. That's really cool. Well, thank you very much, Richard. That was great. Thank you very much. And yeah, I learn something new every day. That's how it works here on the Monday Club. So we've got a few left to go. Don't worry if your name hasn't come up yet. We'll keep going. Oh, I'm just knocking my mouse off. Is it working? Can't find my mouse. Where's my mouse gone? Oh, I've broken my mouse. Ah, there we are. Painting backgrounds in watercolour from Buckland Junction. This should be very interesting. He says, Dear Zoe, I hope that both of you are well and enjoying the warmer weather. Would you be so kind as to show a snippet of my hand-painted back scenes video? Snippet starts at 8:40. Okay. Let's grab the link and I'll put that into here. And there we go. I put the link straight into the chat. We're going to have a look at this. Not Black 5, Jubilee. Yeah, fair enough. So there's the link. We're going to open this up now. And apparently at 8:40 it starts. So I'll just see if I can find that. Ah, an advert. An advert for a holiday. Like, yeah, I'm not going on holiday at the moment. I don't need Olay either. Good grief. You can tell that YouTube's worked out who I am and what I'm interested in, can't you? Because I didn't need any of the things that it just tried to advertise to me. So if I start this around 8:40, here we go. And I've pressed the wrong. No, don't jump to Netflix. Don't. Oh, for God. I pressed the. This is why I need to get one of those things that Jen's got where I can just press buttons and it'll work. Can't believe I've got to load this up again. Come on, just frickin' work. Come on, YouTube, don't be like that. Just because I was having jokes at your expense doesn't mean you have to start not working. Here we go. Right, here we go. So, oh, I'm going to put the sound. Jen hates it when I do this, but I'm going to put the sound on. I want to hear what he's saying. Wow. Dude, you're talented.
Not much to see.
That is lovely.
Should take us up to the tunnel now. Let's go and put it in place now.
Yeah, that is really well done.
White House.
Love it. Absolutely love it. And there you are, when it's in the background. It looks fantastic. Jen has that's what happens when you share your Netflix passwords with Sarah. Yes. Jen has a background done by Les Cliff in pastels and all kinds of textures. And it works really well.
Backseat all right around this part now.
I think we've missed what particular
Don't tell anybody, but
paint
the
you're
sea, I
using.
think, is slightly lower than the sea on the other side of the gym.
There's a sea slightly narrow. Oh, no. I'm sure it'll be
That's where
fine.
the joint is. I think I've managed to blend it in fairly well.
Yeah,
Still see a
that
bit
does
of
look...
wet glue.
blending the
So,
colours in is really well
I
done.
gather this
I'm
is
not
part
sure.
3 pretty much done.
That looks wonderful. You've done a
Um,
great job. It's looking fantastic.
You're
But-
moving this way next.
I have to ask one thing. What type of paints are you using? Because I think I've missed that bit. I mean, everyone, I've put the link in the chat so you'll be able to find out.
There, that's an eyesore.
But
So,
are they acrylics or watercolours?
I'm happy
I'm
with
thinking
my
they're
back too.
watercolours, but I might
It's a
be
little
wrong.
bit toyish, a little bit
That is
like a
wonderful.
child painted it, but here to do. It's taken me into the distance, and that's what it was all about.
It looks fantastic. You've done great.
I suppose that's Alan clocking out.
You've done very well. Thank you so much for sharing
I'm
that.
happy, all right.
It looks fantastic.
Next, I need some kind of warehouse or something to finish the high street off, just to block this pit in there. I'm not sure yet, but and I've got to stick these back scenes behind the town. So
Oh, are they not stuck
take
in?
care, everybody.
My goodness, I thought they were.
Thanks for tuning in.
I love that Metcalf watchtower as well. The watchtower, the Metcalf kits for the castle. What a game changer! They were wonderful. It was a pleasure to build. Never mind to put on the model.
B17, she doesn't like the gradients.
Oh.
My B12 will outpull that.
Every time someone says B17, all I can remember is this ancient Intellivision game called B17 Bomber, which if you had the speech adapter for the Intellivision, it would speak the title as B17 Bomber in this ridiculous accent, and it was hilariously bad. And that's every time someone says B17, that's what I hear now. Thank you so much for showing that. Whoa, that's gonna feral piss. My goodness. He was like, nope, not stopping. I'm late, I've got to go. Come on, beep beep. He's doing it in that accent as well. Thank you so much for sending that in. That was an absolute pleasure. Thank you. That was a fantastic video. Thank you so much for that. So who have we got up next? Because that is the question. And the answer is Michael Young. Dear Jenny and Zoe, following Jenny's review of the APT that was on offer from TMC, it finally pushed me over the edge. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. That is a terrible, terrible joke. I should be ashamed. I'm not, but I should be. It pushed me over the edge. I bought a set. Here's a short video of it being test run in my club layout. I also added the APTU coach for added variety. So here we go. Let's have a look. Copy the link, and here we go. Richard says, I used to have that game. Yeah. Artist Acrylics. Right. Yes. So this one's from the Frustrated Modeler. Can I actually get the adverts going? There we are. Right. The Frustrated Modeler. Here we go. And if I press the button, it'll actually send the link. Hey! See, I do know how technology works. Here we go. Hornby APT. APTP. Oh, this is a nice layout. Nice to see one we haven't seen. That's very interesting. I love the texturing as well. It looks... Oh, look at all the debris on the sides. That's wonderful. Beep, beep. Yeah, this is a great one. I have to say, I do actually like that model. I know it's been around a while and it was thought of as quite expensive at the time, but these days they're coming out at a reasonable price for what you're getting, and it looks great. It really does. I do like it. Nice photographic background as well. I also love the close coupling, the way that it actually gets quite close. That is really nice. The close coupled there, it really works. It's a nice pleasure to watch. Alan Reynolds says Cotman watercolours. Right. I thought it was watercolours. Very, very nice. Trains with Dick says, I completely forgot about last night's stream. When is the next one? Fair enough. John, I think that's a question for you. So here we are. Where are we up to? That one is a message from YouTube telling us that we were live last week, which is wonderful. That's just a wonderful thing for them to tell us about last week's video. So, what have we got next? Oh my goodness. Right. Okay, from Colin. Pause. This is from Going to the Dogs. I'm trying to get it up on the screen. Hey, I'm trying to get it. Jen would hate me doing all this swatting innuendo, but I love it. So this one's from Going to the Dogs. And he says it's something a bit different and a bit special. So what did he actually say? Where's it gone? Hope Hugh and Jen are doing well. Now for something completely different. Attach a short video showing the light rail systems in San Francisco, which may interest some of your Monday Club viewers. Oh, you're going to love it. Yes, unfortunately, Billy's replacement speakers. It did start it off because I had to load it up. Hi Zoe, when's your Engage channel starting? That would be JK2. It has started, but we don't have much on it because Jen keeps making me work. It's terrible. She keeps making me do some work, and then I haven't got time to do models. It's very annoying. But we are going to have the video. I promised a video on how to make your own sound options where you can just tap it on your phone and things, and we will get that done. And it's very easy to program once you see how it's done, and that is coming up. But I have to actually script it and edit it and put it up. It's very annoying. But here we go. This is Going to the Dogs with San Francisco Light Railway. Here we go. If I press the right buttons. Here we go. Play. Come on. Yes, JK2. That's the one that you need to watch for my Engage stuff, and also model making and other things. Different types of transport are used, streetcars and cable cars. Now, I like this kind of thing. I like trams and cable cars and stuff, a bit like trams. It's very nice. I'm talking about the old Victorian style trams, of course. Oh, they're nice. I like it. Various items from there. This is lovely. I like this. Look at that. Oh. Stop here and signal only. It's a very interesting reason why they still have English text on all of their signs instead of the logograms that we tend to use. These are really interesting liveries. Oh, that one with the red and the orange is beautiful. That's wonderful. There are also cable cars across the city. Here we go. Cable Car Museum. Oh, that looks lovely. Wow. That's a lot of industrial equipment to keep these things going. Cables themselves are run under the streets. Yeah. Braking system. It's fairly basic. It's kind of ratchety. Look at, oh, that is perfect. I love the look of that. That is wonderful. Oh, they're wonderful. When flashing cable car turning, wait. Or, in Geordie, add up when lights flash. Pet. That is absolutely beautiful. That is simply wonderful. I love this stuff. It's still got the old feel that I love about our old style trams that we don't properly appreciate. I'll keep up these days. It's all about flat colours, and then get some art back into our transport. Let's have some pride in our stuff again. Make it look nice, and people will like it. See this? Look at the amount of people using it. It's wonderful. These are wonderful. Driver's brakes inside the car. Yeah, simple stuff, just ratcheting. It's ridiculous. Wonderful, though. View from inside. Oh, this is just... I'm right. Yeah, Flymo Chairman saying lol, but I'm right, though, aren't I? Is he just pushing that? Is that... Why? Oh, there's more than one of them pushing it. That's alright, then. I'm right, though, aren't I? If you make things look nice, people will appreciate it more. Instead of just flat colours on our buses. It's like, which one's that? It's the big red one. They're all big and red. They put a bit of design on them. Nice livery, make it interesting, make it something that people like to see. Cheaper to repaint when graffitied if it's one colour, unfortunately. Yeah, but at the same time, if we'd actually just make things that people are proud of, maybe they wouldn't touch it as much. That is wonderful. That is really, really wonderful. I love that. But then again, I am that kind of fan. I love the old style stuff. I love the trams. I'll turn that around one time, says Particle. Wow. Oh, and then we get adverts again for... Yeah, I'm not using your weird glue to rip hairs out my legs. I'm sorry, Veet. I'm not doing it. It sounds painful. Stick with a razor. So, I've got weathering for the beginner. Okay, this will be interesting. This will definitely be interesting. So I'm going to bring this up, try and get it on screen, and pause that there. So this one's from Partick Hill. He says, hello again. Hot 29 degree Toronto. My goodness. Hope your good weather is not preventing you from being in a loft. No, the fact that Jenny's not here and I'm not allowed to touch all her stuff in case I break it is preventing me from being in a loft. True fact, if I go up there and I press buttons, she goes like, ah! I've done a few new videos recently. I thought I would send you this one that demonstrates how the beginner can easily weather an ordinary tanker or van with simple materials. Okay, this I need to see because I need to weather some of my American stuff. It looks a little toy-like with its flat colours. So let's do this. Partick Hill Station. Beep, beep. And there we go for this. Going to the dog says, thanks for playing the video. You're welcome. Thanks for sending it in. That's what the show is about, isn't it? We all get to see new things. So I'm going to turn the sound on for this one as well. Hopefully it'll be alright. Here we go. Can't hear a thing. Is it working? Well, sound's up. I am hearing nothing. Did I? No. Okay, fair enough. Okay, I don't know what's going on there, but we're going to have a look. Ah, so what's he got? Micropigment ink. Okay, micropigment pens. Yeah, very young. Some of them, because of the colouring, and yeah, sure, it's correct, but it does make them look toy-like. No sound or video, fair enough. Yeah, I thought there was sound, but there doesn't appear to be, so I'll just turn that off again. So we're just... Oh, I see what you're doing. Right, yes. Stippling effect. Stippling some bits. I like how he's doing it, right? Stipple the... Yeah, I'm going to move it on a little bit so we can see the effect. So stippled on. That is a great idea. That is it. Leave the video, then rejoin. It works for me all the time. Fair enough. Oh, look at that. This is a very clever idea. Now it's got the brushing backward from the air effect. So stippling down. Okay, I see what's going on. Jump it on a little bit further. We see that it's got the marks all over the place. Yeah. It keeps going with more of a different one. Oh, has he started to brush it? Give me a second. Has he started to yeah, he's starting to smear it together. So you get a proper idea, then more of them with archival ink. Archival ink is very important because it won't change under the sun. It doesn't fade, it stays as it's supposed to be. So now it's coming in with more stippling in a different colour, so it's yeah, it gets the depth and texture. Let's have a look at how that goes. When he's coming in and panning across. Yeah, you can start to see it's some of it's looks more dried. That is really, really well done. Now we're gonna yes, there he's starting to smear it. Okay, let's come back. Starting to smear it in so that it's not all that is so well done. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Such a smart idea. You know what, Particle? This has changed how I thought about weathering. Literally, you've changed how I thought about the weathering process. Now it's starting to look... Have I missed a bit? I must have missed a bit because he's sprinkling on other stuff now. This is very interesting the way he's done. Dusted mine with powder, says Peter Jackson. Yeah. He's dusting his with powder now. That's got powder in it, and then you get to the next bit, and it's got powder across it, and it's really starting to look mucky and horrible. It really does look well. Cotton wool pads or makeup wedges. Makeup wedges are actually really good for this sort of thing. And then fixative apply. Yes. Yes. Apply fixers so that it doesn't come off in your hands. That is really well done. For what you've done, you've actually changed how I look at weathering. That is smart. That is very smartly done. I like it. Yeah. Okay. That is great. And then they got an extra one there. That is really well done. Okay. Thank you so. That is great. Thank you so much. I like that idea. I like it. The different ways of doing things. I love to see the different ways. Thank you so much for sending that. Sean Conray's turned up again. Thank you so much for sending that in. That was great. That was wonderful. Thank you. Okay, what have we got next? Sarah Davis. Hi Zoe, new video. Basically just a test session of the new to me Lima Class 31 EWS that I plan to upgrade. Okay. I came home with a pen on the back of a chair. I'll pay for it next time I'm in town. Copy link. Okay, let's do this. So we got it from Sarah. Let's bring this up. Plastic coat is a good fixer. Yeah, you need a fixer. The amount of times that I've seen people cosplay, and also with modelling, and also with painting other airfix kits and stuff, you've put a fixer on or it comes off. It's as simple as that. So we've got here from Sarah Davis a video called How Not to Build a Model Railway. Here we go. Here we go. Acrylic paint pens from Amazon. Yeah, acrylic paint pens are amazing. I used to paint with Space Crusade things with that. So here we go. We got DC to DCC conversion. These are old Lima. They look perfectly fine from this distance. They might be old, but they look perfectly fine to me. Nice. That's EWS, isn't it? Never been a fan of the livery of that one. It just looks like too flat for. Sorry about that. Too flat for my liking. But each to their own. We all love different things. Possible motor replacement. Oh, you're getting into technical stuff now. I wouldn't want to try and replace a motor in a locomotive. Mind you, I do use N-gauge. It would be very difficult. Are you using pencils to get the level? That's an interesting idea. That's a lot of wagons it's pulling. It's having a little bit of trouble. Ah, I see a William Loudon Sons box over there. I spent minutes, literally minutes, having to turn all of those around because when I designed it and sent it to KR Models for printing, because we worked in conjunction with KR Models to get it into production, he sent me a message, man. You know this is going to all print completely higgledy-piggledy and nothing is going to be the right way up. Could you just turn it around? Like, turn that bit, that bit, that bit, that bit. It took me ages to put it back together in a way that would actually make sense when it's printed. It was so funny. It's like, yeah, I still don't know what I'm doing. But thankfully you walked me through it, so that's all right. That's a tiny one there you've got there. There's that N-gauge next to your double O's. That's interesting. This is nice. I'm really liking this. It's a lot of wagons, though. There's another tiny wheel bus. Oh, yes. I think I mentioned it last time. That, this, yep, from Sarah. It was. I just had to make sure. Beep, beep. I'm going to have to look out for a red one and put 856 on it because that used to be my school bus. Just a little nod in the background too. So this is nice. There's some good stuff there. Thanks for watching How Not to Build a Model Railway. Well, to be fair, if you want to know how not to build one, follow what I do. And just never have the time to start. I've got a box. And I was gonna put a... Yeah, you did. It's the Farish version you have, and the base. Yes, thank you. It was a... I've got a box, and it's like a proper... this thing can take a whack type of box. And I was going to put my first little railway in it, so I could put it away when I wasn't using it and bring it out and all of that. Jen took one look at it and went, "Oh, can I have that?" So now I haven't got a box to put it in anymore. I'm very annoyed. So next up we've got... from Peachy. He says, "Hi Zoe, here's a little YouTube short for consideration for the Monday Club. It's of my recently repainted TT120 Mallard as Sir Nigel Gresley, in wartime black, hauling some commandeered European refrigerated ferry vans." Okay, these ones are from Arnold, apparently. This will be very interesting if I just bring this... And I've lost the mouse again. I tell you what, there's a lot to be said for a wired mouse. Give me the control back. Seriously, I've got no... If you guys can hear everything in the background, I do apologise, because I keep losing control of this bloody mouse. So he's done this in one... You've spent a lot of time re-editing to get picture-in-picture on a shot. This is very cool, though. Oh, it does look good. It does look good in wartime black, I'll tell you that. That is nice. I'm going to grab this from PG. And I'm going to put it into the chat. PG TT120. There we go. Nearly 9 o'clock, says Peter Jackson. Yes. Yes, it is. So, we've got a couple more that we could do, but I think we are literally out of time now, which is unfortunate. So, I'm going to say Charles Gibbs and Simon Poole. I have 2 extra, actually 4 photos from Charles Gibbs. Let's show those photos. 4 photos of an Adams 02. These models first released by Kerno seem very good. What does Jenny think about this model? I'll have to ask her. She's not here at the moment, but we're going to show off these. Haha! Look at that. That is just wonderful. Look at the quality we got there. Oh my goodness. Yeah, the L&ER wartime black livery, in case of during the Second World War, it was a really, really well done livery. And the repaint was fantastic. Well done. So that is a fantastic looking thing as well. And if I press this... look at all the that's amazing. All the detail on logos these days. Wow. That looks really good. That is so well done. And I love this. The texturing on that building is just amazing. Simply amazing. You've done really, really well there. Yes, nice rich weathering. It looks wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. I love the film grain on it as well, so that it looks older. These are really nicely done. Absolutely fantastic. Oh, what a photo to end on, eh? How good is that? My goodness, that is superb. Thank you so much for sending those in. That is superb. Oh, what a one to end on. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you for sending them in. And thank you to everyone for staying with me for this show tonight. Thank you, Charles Gibbs, for sending those pictures in. That was really wonderful. Simon, we've got a one for you of the Flying Scot. Oh, the Flying Scotsman passing today. We might as well. I'll run a little late. Because I want to see this. So this one, our final one. Don't press it there. Press it here. Okay, let's do this. Final one. Here we go. Nope. That's an advert. That's an advert for an ambulance chaser. That's just wonderful. Here we go. Here we go. Final one. Some Simon Trains of the Flying Scotsman. Jenny loves the Flying Scotsman. She says she doesn't, but she does. She really does. She loves it. Absolutely loves it. It's her favourite one. Look at that. Shiny. Lovely thing. Beep, beep. I don't know why I'm doing the sound effects like that. Probably because it's funny. Thank you so much for sending that in. That is wonderful. And thank you all for joining me tonight for the Monday Club, where unfortunately Jenny was on a secret mission to Cornwall. I'm told she's not delivering 20 tons of turnips, but you never know. Thank you so much for joining me tonight, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have. Take care. Have a great evening. And bye-bye for now. Bye-bye. Live long and prosper. Beep, beep. That was today around 1749. My goodness. If today is 1749, then you are a time traveller, sir. You've just told me that. Yes. She's collecting 20 tons of turnips for Tesco. Absolutely. Thank you, guys. Take care. Have a good evening. Bye-bye. I believe we have a voiceover.
The train now departing is the 2102 service. to Bolton Trinity Road, stopping at Grove Street Yard, Mineth Tatis, Tatis Newith, Eindhoven. That unnamed layout from one of Jenny's older videos. Pennsylvania, somehow, and also Pittsburgh, and then on to Bolton Trinity Road. That's the 2102 service to Bolton Trinity Road.
If you go up to the loft today, you're sure of a big surprise. If you go up to the loft today, you'll never believe your eyes. 'Cause every train there ever was has gathered there together, because today's the day that Jenny does the Monday Club. Good night. Take care and have a great evening. Bye. And for those of you, Trinity Bikes TT120 says it's Trinity Street. Yes, it is, but Jenny's old layout, which is what I'm referring to, was Trinity Road, because it wasn't a perfect replica of Trinity Road. It was instead inspired by. So it was Trinity Road instead of Trinity Street. But guys, if you're still not, if you still haven't had your fill of me tonight, which, well, why would you? Because it's how it is. Then I will be online later on at Gamehammer Classic Gaming. And if I just grab the URL for that, that would be great. Why don't I have it with me? Because I am not that sorted out. So I grab this and let's put this link in. This will be the last bit tonight. So this is where we'll be next. Gamehammer Classic Gaming from 10 PM BST, which is in about 56 minutes. So that's where I'll be from next. Take care. Have a great evening. Thank you for joining me. And Jenny will be back on Wednesday for a proper episode, and then back on Monday, where I believe she's interviewing Chris Eden Green about his DVDs, which are fantastic, by the way. You should check them out. Take care and have a great evening. Bye bye.